D&D Session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM, and I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. Today we're doing City of Gate 2.0, possibly our weirdest setting for the campaigns, because it's a game within a game. And we have 3 people playing the game today, because Rollish can't make it. Would the 3 of you like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I play Gwendolyn Darkmoon, Rogue, Fire Extraordinaire, Drow Were of the party, and Babby and Bo person.
Yes, the archer. The high-flying archer.
Yes. And I'm Yori in this one. Druid, cleric, fire person.
Goliath.
Yes.
Yes. Likes fire a little too much. Yeah. And if
Oh, that leaves me. I believe I am still mostly embodying Windcloak, the mountain dwarf barbarian.
because Viola's still recovering, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to
Cool
Oh
beans.
no.
So, what happened last time we played?
Great, I'm in the sea.
Well, we found a bank.
Sorry?
We went to a bank.
You went to a bank. Yes.
We didn't steal anything.
Mm-mm.
It's where the cut purse used to be, but now it's the full purse. And
I'm spreading. But I saw a shot for that.
did a little investigating to just see if this place is safe. Feel like this place is safe, so deposited some of my money. Then we went to go ghost busting afterwards.
Indeed. Yes. You went back to the haunted part of town and busted some ghosts. And discovered a somewhat friendly lich. Right?
Yes.
And I believe you beat his ass.
Yes, after the second attempt.
Yes.
The first attempt, you had 1 HP left and just disappeared.
Uh-huh. And then he came
But
back.
yes.
And then we decided we were going to go back to the to base to figure out what magical doodads we'd gotten off of him. And oh no, we went shopping for food.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
And ran across a gang of wereboars that thought they were something and found out they really, really weren't.
Yeah. Also learned a little bit about Gwendolyn's family from the Underdark. It turns out they're dead.
How did you find this out?
When we went to the liquor store, I guess the owner of the place, Slug Windstraw, he was a drow and explained oh yeah, I thought the Darkmoon family was all gone and stuff. So
yes, you're the last member of that house. You were Moses.
And what? What?
Go find mom.
And then we went back and had things identified and ate, and I crushed a gem in my bare hands.
You crushed a
I
gem.
got-
Yes, you did. You smushed the phylactery. Or what you assumed was the phylactery.
And we realized that some of the other magic on some of the stuff was active and kind of spying on us. And when we left off, a powerful archfey had decided to show up to menace us because we apparently hurt their follower or something when we. Yeah, we maybe should not have messed with the lich.
You didn't know that they were a servant of Baggy, though, did you?
No, we did not.
No.
So yes, Baggy is sitting at the end of the kitchen table. Basically saying, "What's up, my dudes? What are you playing at?"
And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to mute indefinite for a minute because I gotta check out.
Okay, you're going through checkout. Okay, we'll wait till you come back. Would Gwyn or Kiori have any particular reaction to the arrival of Baggy?
I thought you couldn't come through to the material plane. It went kaboosh last time.
Kaboosh?
Yeah.
Well, thanks to that little idol, I've got a way through. Besides, this isn't all of me.
Oh, okay. So you're an avatar, Peggy.
Or a projection, or a fey form, whatever you want to call it.
How is the Feywild these days?
It's chaotic as usual. Got Gira taking care of things for the most part.
Oh yeah, the little gnome, glass.
My daughter, the Hexblood.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Adopted daughter. But
I'm gonna assume that.
Go on.
Oh, sorry. I'm assuming the lich was a follower of you.
Yeah, you could say that.
The way you say that, it sounds like he was an annoying evil ex.
Yeah, he did have a bit of a crush. The hubby wasn't a big fan, but
Yeah, I can imagine.
it helps to have eyes. And he, unfortunately, my reaches don't do too well in the city of Gate. They don't tend to last long.
Yeah. Random thing that decides to go through is probably gonna get squished.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think in some cases they even get eaten. Don't mind feeding the hungry, but
Yeah, cannibalism is weird here.
yeah. So yeah, I didn't mind so much the needy, clingy lich, but I don't get any updates from anyone. Not that I got much from him, because he didn't go out much. You saw what happened to all of his neighbours, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we have put most of them to rest.
Good. Good. Well, I'm hoping that not only do you not get rid of my idol, but you keep it and therefore me updated on what's going on.
Yeah, we can do that.
Good. Well, I guess that's it then. Well, aren't you interesting? She says, turning to see the little would-be necromancer go. Who might you be? Who's asking? I am Queen Bagheera of the Fae. You look like an orc. Well, I'm half orc, or at least I was. How about you? I shouldn't speak to strangers. Well, perhaps we should become friends, and then we won't be strangers anymore. She turns back to the rest of you guys. She's learned hag magic, hasn't she?
She was being trained by a hag before we took her out from there.
Really?
Yes, the children under our care were all being raised by night hags.
And I assume you slew every last one of them.
Pretty sure we did. Did we? Yeah, must have.
How many did you find?
I was killing one, but then wasn't there two more or one more?
It should have been two, at least. Hag covens tend to be an odd number. So there would be 3, or 5, or 7.
Right. Then we went to have this house be put under a spell so that they weren't able to come through.
Very wise. But if you did kill 3 of them, and there's an even number left, they will want to make it odd again. Keep that girl safe.
We will.
I'm sure you will. I'll be interested to see how it goes. Well then. How do I get back to the Fae from here?
Do we know a boy?
Do you know where might the nearest portal be?
I've literally only been created for the purpose of communicating with you right now. So.
Hello. Bye.
Hello, little child.
So, I'm baggy, but I'm also brand new. So, can you help a girl out?
I'll do a history check to see if I can think of or remember any natural Fae portals she might have seen in her travels.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone? Nope.
You got 3.
Yeah. So yeah, I do not know.
You do not recall. That is fine. Toby, knock it off.
Well, I guess we can
Okay.
tell you a little bit about our city before you go outside it.
Well, that's an idea. Yeah, I don't suppose I have to go back yet. I could learn a little bit more about the world as it is right now. Cool. Where do you recommend I visit first?
Well, I can give you a list not to go to.
A list of places not to go to. Okay.
Yeah, this place is really depressing, and also a lot of murder hobos habit
Murder hobos.
the place.
That sounds fun.
And also be wary of mobsters.
Okay. So, don't go anywhere. Just in case. Is what you're telling me.
If you do, just make sure you have a weapon on you. Or like able to defend yourself.
Okay. Is there anything that Kiori or Windcloak would add?
Trying to think where to warn her away from.
Or suggest that she go too? She's actually been asking for things to say. Well, originally she asked if you knew of a way that she could get back.
Yeah, I asked you if we knew anywhere, and
You didn't, and yeah,
Gwen did
Gwyn did a roll and she couldn't remember anywhere.
okay. I remember that she couldn't remember.
What is that? What?
She could check out my herbalist shop and buy some potions.
She's in your herbalism shop. She's in the back room at the moment. You all are.
We got potions out front. You can, if you need any.
Ooh, what kind of potions?
Healing potions, non-tiredness potions, all reasonable prices.
And what's the cost?
Ugh.
Silver or gold?
Ah. I didn't manifest with any gold.
Ah, okay.
How
much gold do we have?
In the Fae they don't really use money that much.
No, it's favors, isn't it?
That's right. So if you're gonna give me something, I'll have to do something for you in return. Or I'll owe you a debt.
Can I give her 10 gold? Just so that she has money to use.
So you're gonna hand 10 gold pieces over to her and say what?
Use these if you need anything around the city.
And how would you like me to pay you back? What do I owe you for this? Or is this just... I mean, I've already imposed on your hospitality by just showing up here uninvited. So I already kind of owe you.
It doesn't owe me anything for showing up. You can just... It's fine, don't need to pay it back.
That doesn't sit right with me. I need to do something for you.
You said you have a daughter, correct?
You said that what?
You have a daughter?
Yes, but I'm not giving you my daughter.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant
What do you mean?
our poor shopkeeper at Gliv. He'd run the shop, but also having to take care of the kids while we're. I'm saying, like, would you care for babysitting duties?
No.
I can do that. I can babysit.
Any objections, Carrie?
You're giving it.
Yeah, we're an avatar of Baggy babysit the kids. That works.
Out of the game, is that a bad thing?
Do you know about the lore of fairies stealing kids?
You know what? How about you just...
No takesies backsies.
I doomed this, didn't we? I doomed this, didn't I?
Nah. But even if she wasn't going to swap all the children for changelings, which is a possibility, I suppose. I actually hadn't thought of that. But no,
How can you not think of that with all the bloody history you've had with Faye?
I was just thinking that she was going to influence the children.
Well, it could be interesting if you learn Fae magic.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I guess we both dug our own graves.
Depends on how nice Anthony feels.
or Baggy.
Well, you as playing Baggy.
She's also...
Hey, Devontae, are you hearing this?
I mean, I'm assuming Windcloak doesn't know much about the Fae.
No. He looks extremely uncomfortable. And the woman who's recovering, sitting in the living room or in the kitchen area or whatever, is looking petrified because crap.
Viola's there too.
Yeah, because she was the one doing the identifying, and
Right. That's true.
but she doesn't want to get involved because she knows she's still not at top form, and that's a ridiculous person because yeah, even if she's not at top form, her passives are still decent, like 19s and whatnots.
There is not a lot of Fae creatures on the... Okay. Okay. So, Baggy seems happy that she has a role helping to take care of the children. What do you guys want to do?
Pretty sure at this point the group is gonna probably
Probably what?
long rest, seeing as we
rest.
just
Yes.
came back and had a big meal after having dealt with a bunch of the undead. The other two had spent a fair amount of resources
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So yes, you all get long rests. You get all your spell slots and hit points back. And all that. Yeah. Yeah. So, is there anything in particular that you guys are doing with your downtime before you?
I got an idea, but I don't know if I can do it, and it's not. I may have to wait till the next morning because it's not exactly light activity.
What do you,
Oh, I want to get back to. I want to get to maybe my own forge or whatever, and I want to see about using some of the mithril ore I collected to forge an oversized maul.
you want to make a mall out of mithril?
I want to make a oversized maul out of mithril.
It would have to be, because mithril is a light metal. In order for it to have the kind of heft to operate as a maul, it would have to be massive, comically large.
So the light weapon then.
Pretty much. But given that I'm a bear totem barbarian, I pretty much have the same thing that Goliaths and
Right.
bugbears do.
Right. What I'm saying is, because you've made it of mithril, it would be the same. A large mithril maul would be the same weight as a regular sized maul. That makes sense.
Kind of. But it still would look kind of intimidating.
It would, yes.
Even if I don't get the bonuses from it being technically oversized.
I mean, if your objective is, if you can carry a weapon of large size and wield it, why make one out of mithril? Make it out of a heavy metal so that it'll hit hard. Right?
Because I have mithril ore, and I thought I'd maybe use it as opposed to having to buy a heavy metal or go back and mine something else.
Okay. Fair. Okay.
Yeah, because I found mithril, not adamantium, when we killed the shadow touch purple worm.
Yes, but I imagine you probably have a stash of iron and corundum and other bits. But yeah, being a dwarf and having mined for quite some time. But it's up to you. You can have a mithril maul if you wish.
No. Let me.
Well, if we're gonna go that route, and you can carry a weapon that's meant for large creatures, you could technically carry a huge mithril maul, and it would do the damage of a large one.
I like the sound of that because it just sounds like it'd be amusing as heck. The dwarf just I may ask for some help from.
From what?
The Guild of Technology.
I think of the technology. Yeah, to make it big enough.
Well, to give me a retractable handle, so that I can actually strap it to my back, and then when I'm ready to use it, I whip it out, and the freaking handle gets big enough to actually, properly wield all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And to enchant it, because, I'm going to need it to be magic.
Of course you are. Excuse me, Toby.
Hey, I have
Okay, go on.
I have 20-some thousand GP worth of money, and I'm not looking for anything super weird. I'm just, +1, +2,
Okay.
+3 more. Just so that all comes. Because I replace a magic mall with a non-magic one, even if it's huge.
Indeed. So, what is your budget?
I've got, what is that? We've got the equivalent of 22,000.
22,000. Okay. So you could probably finagle up to a very rare. So.
Plus, I mean, I don't know if they take a trade or whatever, but I can always, or whatever, I can always go sell my current mall off to make more money if need be.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to improving my magic item system. I need to write it.
There was I know that there is a thing out there somewhere that has a list of magic items at a certain price that people have used, but I don't know where to find it.
No worries. Frost brand. How about that? It'll do an extra.
Works.
I'll do an extra 1d6 cold damage, and it'll give you resistance to fire damage, as long as you're attuned and holding it. And if you're in freezing temperatures, it'll shed light. It'll also. You can also choose to extinguish all non-magical flames within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, the problem with that is attunement slots.
Aha. All right.
That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't have. I know that magic hammers, like special magic hammers, are ridiculously hard to come
I was going to say,
by.
I just spotted the dwarven thrower, which is also a very rare magic weapon, but that also requires attunement. You don't have any slots left?
Nope, the boots, the cloak, and the belt take up my attunement slots.
Okie dokie. Then yeah, it's just gonna have to be
+3, I believe is very rare.
Yes.
The telescopic candle. Or plus, because that's a mechanical thing, not a magical thing. That's a.
Yeah. It's a shame you couldn't do the dwarven thrower thing, because then it's a flying hammer and you could ride the fucking thing.
Yeah, but the dwarven thrower, I believe, is strictly unless you're changing the rules for it, but it's usually just a warhammer.
Yeah, well, likewise, the frost brand is supposed to be a sword. So yeah.
Good point, but yeah, no. If I was 20, level 20, I could finagle it. I'd lose a little bit off my strength, but
yeah, no.
Can't.
It's not too bad outside. Nice.
Okay.
And if you could figure out or add that thing to my sheet for me, Anthony, because I don't have access to my laptop at the moment.
No worries. So you got.
I do.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I do apologize. It's been a Friday.
No worries. So you've got a huge mithril maul +3. And that will have wiped out your available gold. And that would be probably about 80 pounds. And yeah, it can have a collapsible handle. That's fine. But yeah, when it's strapping it to your back is going to be tricky because, you know, this hammerhead's going to be nearly as big as you. But anyway, it's bulky. But anyway, so that's what Windcloak is working on for the moment, and probably will be for a few hours. So presumably he would leave a note at the shop explaining where he's gone and where he'll be. Probably the Guild Attack. So what would Viola, Curie, and Gwyn be doing with their downtime?
Viola's just going to go back to laying in bed.
Right.
I've not been able to do long enough for this kind of nonsense.
I think you got like a -2 right now, don't you?
And like.
I still have 2 levels of exhaustion, which means I'm at half speed and disadvantage on all skill checks.
Okay. What were you gonna say, hon?
Mix up potions. Look after kids.
Okay. But Maggie's got her eye on the kids. So you've got time to mix up potions if you wish. If you trust her.
I don't really trust her, but I'll like make potions to keep an eye on the kids, sort of thing.
Fair. Curie, what are you doing? No, that was Curie. Gwendolyn, what are you doing?
Oh,
With your
I guess, I guess looking back like old memories and I guess contemplating like, I guess the information that she learned from Slug.
From Slug, he's thinking about your past. Alright. Do you want to try and delve into your memories, see if anything comes up?
Yeah.
History check. $11. No. You try to cast your mind back and you hear nothing but darkness. And maybe some screaming and a glowing mushroom, and that's about it.
Okay, just take a swig of beetle wine.
Okie dokie. Toby. Of beetle wine, yeah. Alright. So, at some point, do you come downstairs and join Curie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gwen's gonna come downstairs.
Okay.
Still holding your bottle of beetle wine?
Yeah, Nap, she has it, I guess, tucked away in her bag for later stuff she might need a drink for. You never know in this city.
Mm-hmm. You hear, you come down and you see Baggy telling stories to the children about the Feywild. Very fanciful tale of a talking scarecrow. And a white rabbit who always seems to be in a hurry.
She'll actually sit down and listen.
Okay. But yeah. So basically, it's the tale of Baggy's first visit to the Feywild, where she discovered the land that would someday be her kingdom, and met the three hags and defeated them one by one. Yeah. It's cute in places and fanciful in others and absolutely horrific from time to time, but the kids seem absolutely rapt. They're completely focused on every word she says. And of course, Kiori.
Fame.
Sorry?
Viola's somewhere going, Fey magic!
I thought you said same. Like Viola would also be absolutely captivated by the tale.
She's paying attention to the tale because, she is a lore bard, but...
Yeah. Yep, so there was one of the hags was in a crystal palace surrounded by statues. Another was in a fanciful mansion-like manor house type thing that overlooked the town. And another was on like a remote island protected by a wyvern, who ended up becoming friends with Baggy also. But yeah. Basically, the campaign, the story that we did, it was a mishmash of Wizard of Oz, Return to Oz, and Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass. So.
The books or the movies?
Yes. Inspired by all.
All the above then. Okay, sound excellent.
Yeah.
Fun and maddening.
Yeah, just absolutely balmy adventure. Of course, as soon as they get an opportunity, the kids start asking if they can go to the Feywild, if they can come and visit. Baggy will, of course, tell them, of course you can come visit, whenever you want. We just need to make a doorway to get there. Do any of you know how to make a doorway?
Not to intrude, but I thought you'd have a way to get back to the Feywild.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well, there is one way that I can think of, but it's a bit grim. We probably don't want to do it in front of the children. Or we can find a place where it's thin and we can walk through. I manifested through that statue to begin with, but yeah, I don't.
One-way door.
Sorry.
The statue is a one-way door.
Well, I didn't exist before. You know.
Okay.
Well,
Interplanar travel hurts my head.
well, I can imagine like the Feywild has a bunch of dangers and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. And the kids start chanting, "Lions and tigers and bears." Oh my.
Yeah. Maybe when you guys are a little bit older, since like I imagine like don't want any grandmas stealing you away and trying to make you into cookies.
That won't do. When they're older, all their imagination will be dried up. They won't be able to conjure a doorway to the Feywild. Can we really do that? Yes, if you believe hard enough.
I don't like the sound of this.
Baggy, the agreement was to help take care of them.
Oh, absolutely. We'll take very good care of them.
You asked an archfey to take care of children.
I said,
Of course they're going to think the Feywild is a good place to take care of them.
I'm technically not the Archfey, Baggy. I'm just a Fey projection sort of thing. Like
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
how about we could just alter the deal?
Alter the deal? What do you have in
Or
mind?
stuff.
Yola shuts her mouth, puts her hands over it. No, shuts her mouth, wraps her rag around it, puts her hands over that so she can't say anymore.
I guess I just give you like a glare and it's like, just do the hand motion like, okay, have a turn at it. And just walk away. Wait, you're not gonna say anything?
She wants to leave it to you.
She gives you the look of, you open this door, you walk through it.
Okay.
It's like, sorry, but
So,
nope.
You said you want to alter the deal. What are your new terms? And what do I get out of it?
Okay.
Good.
You technically invade into our home without our permission, correct?
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
That was an inconvenience.
And in exchange,
So then,
I am helping take care of your children. That was the deal.
no. Curiosity gave you some money, which you took.
Yeah.
Would then counteract you invading our home inconvenience. Therefore means that we're technically even.
She said not to worry about the home invasion. That wasn't a breach of hospitality in her eyes. So, technically, The 10 gold that she gave me was payment for looking after the children. Square. What do you want to change it to?
The wording would be helping us taking care of, which means they're still technically under our protection. Therefore, you need to stay here with us to help take care of them.
That doesn't follow. I mean, of course, I'll keep them protected, and they would still be under your protection. So, of course, if anything did go wrong, then you would be perfectly within your right to punish me for it. But that's not going to happen because I can take care of them just fine, no matter where we go, no matter what adventures we go on. Isn't that right, children? Yeah!
I'm just like shaking my head. I'm not good at words.
Okay, side conversation. I know the kids will be protected, but do we want to give them the kids? Give her the kids? I don't, but what do you guys think?
You're not giving her the children. She's accepted that they're still under your protection and care. Carrie, Viola, what do you think?
I don't know what to do. Because I'm never good at these riddle deal things.
The only way I could see it is that we would. The only way to twist it is to give her something in exchange, or technicalities like of helping us take care of them. So then, like, if we decide we don't want to go to the Feywild, then they can't leave. Or if the kids want to, they would have to go with them, kind of situation.
What?
I don't know. I'm just dyslexic as all heck.
Okay.
I mean, just not good with thinking in words. But
No, it's just
okay.
I just lost track. That's all. Sorry, I was partially thinking about
Yeah,
something
I
else
was.
as well, like what she'd be up to while you're talking to the other two. But speaking of which, she's currently pulling small toys out of her satchel and giving them to the children. The children have little teddy bears and little toy swords and all kinds of bits and pieces. Yo-yos. Toy carts. Toy ponies. Viola, you're still keeping silent?
Given that she knows enough about the Fae that they can twist and do all kinds of things with words, yep. Words are power, and she's not giving any more power to the Fae.
Okay.
Especially seeing as she's still feeling like garbage from being resurrected. Although she may be getting up and going foraging in the potion shop looking for one of to help clear her mind.
Yeah. So, resurrection. Does it actually?
It gives levels of exhaustion, which means
where does it say that, please? Because that's what.
One of the bottom paragraphs.
Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. The target takes a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. Every time the target finishes a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears. So you've had 2 long
That's what it
rests,
is.
so that will give you a -2. I don't see anything in there about exhaustion levels.
Sorry, I often mistake the -2 for exhaustion. That is my mistake. I apologize.
That's all right. So yeah, you don't have 2 levels of exhaustion. You just have a -2 to your attack rolls, saving rolls, and ability checks right now.
Oh, that's not quite as bad.
Mm-hmm.
But still, keeping silent because they are, even the good they are mischievous little things.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have the kids come back to us? If.
Are you talking to Baggy right now? Gwen?
Yeah, I'll ask her.
Well, that's what I'm just clarifying is who you're speaking to. You're talking to Kiori or Viola or Baggy. So you're asking Baggy if she's planning on bringing the children back?
Yes.
Of course. It'd just be a trip. Just to see it, that's all.
And how long would this trip be?
Oh, probably just a day trip.
Day trip in Feywild or day trip in our time?
Uh-huh.
Which one?
That's not a yes or no question. Please answer straightforward.
Well, that's the thing, and it's a little difficult to be straightforward with that because, time moves differently sometimes. Not all the time. So we might be back yesterday.
I don't think time moves.
Sorry?
But don't think time moves backwards in the Feywild.
I don't know. Maybe it does.
Oh yeah, she doesn't know because she's literally just come into being right now.
Yeah, she was born yesterday. Original purpose is.
I may not be ready for Gate, but with the right things, I might be able to chaperone with the older kids' help. I might be able to chaperone an expedition into the Feywild.
You sure that's necessary? I mean, the reason why you asked me to babysit is so that you guys can do other things, right?
It would be a learning experience for me, and I'm not ready to deal with this town yet.
Okay. So Sounds like we're all going on an adventure. Yay! So, since they all want to keep an eye on you and make sure you're all safe, even though Granny Baggy would be watching you.
Well, didn't Viola just say that she wanted to go and none of us have actually commented on it?
Oh, you don't want to come?
I don't know.
I don't think she heard that story. Should we tell her the story again, see if she gets excited to go? Yeah, tell the story again! Well then, let's all take a seat and we'll tell the story again. And she begins telling the whole story from the beginning again of how she first came to the Feywild and met the Scarecrow and the other characters. As part of the... But anyway.
Yeah.
So while she's telling the story again, do you three want to have a powwow and figure out what you're doing?
Yes.
Go on then.
Yes.
What?
What? That's your
Yes.
That's your first question. Is just what? And who are you directing that question to? Viola or Gwendolyn? Gwen?
Gwen is currently just banging her head against like the wall, like says stupid, 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 mother. Like this cursing in Elvish because like she should have like remembered that Fae are like this. But oh my god, just be nice. Let our poor ex-rogue potion shopkeep gets a break, but
Oh, yeah.
no, kidnapping children.
No kidnapping. Going on an adventure. Day trip.
Forgive us for our worries because we live in a town with cannibalism, children being stolen. There was other stuff that shall not be mentioned or will ever know because we haven't explored the rest of the city.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's better than the. It's better than the group we found them with.
Mm-hmm.
At least these are Fey and not fiends.
Weren't the Night Hags already? Weren't the Night Hags also Fae as well?
Nope.
Some hags are Fey, but those ones were not.
Ah.
Those are technically fiends.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
I did not know that. Thank you for telling me.
Okay.
If you guys have stuff to do here, I can go with them. I should be able. A lot of my stuff isn't based on. Well, I'm not quite as depleted as I was, and if we wait till tomorrow morning and I get another thing and sleep, I should be pretty close to 100%.
I mean, that's the thing I was thinking. Like, she said that there's a time dilation, so like there could be a chance we can spend like several weeks there and just only be like an hour here,
Mm-hmm.
or it could be the other way around.
It could be the other way around. Who knows? Depends. Depends on how random the Feywild feels like being at the time.
Whether or not you have the assistance of the powerful Fae to attempt to adjust its energies for you.
Mm-hmm. I'd be happy if Viola went, because at least we have someone there with the kids.
So you guys both want to go.
What have we got left in the city to do?
It is tempting to go, but
You've got your ongoing series of basically as members of um, as members of Dean King's organization, you're supposed to be expanding his territory, collecting protection money, you know, being
Overthrowing him.
being gangsters. Well, he doesn't want you to overthrow him, but that is certainly one of Viola's plans, is to try and replace Dean King.
Viola could be a.
I mean, it's an option of things that could be done. I'm not saying it's anybody's plans. It's just it's an option of something that could be done.
Fair. What were you saying?
If Viola goes to the Feywild, she could see if there's any places for us to expand the territory in the Feywild.
Okay.
And
You want to try and claim some of the Feywild on behalf of Dean King.
Yeah, and see if it's an actual viable option.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'll claim it for Dean King.
Is Viola going to try and become a Fey?
Fey gangster.
That's Fey. So, Viola's going, but is suggesting that they go tomorrow. Yes?
Yeah, we can continue on here and the kids can go with Viola.
Okay. Into the Fey.
There's no way we can get out of it, really, so.
No, there is.
And I'd rather not all of us end up spending eternity in the Feywild. Because we already got slightly yelled at by Dean King when we disappeared for doing other quests for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we did it again, he'd probably try to kill us.
Okay. Now there is another. There is a way of getting out of having Baggy take the kids to the Feywild.
Yeah?
You could get rid of Baggy, or at least this aspect of Baggy.
And then turn the whole full fury of the.
She originally asked for you to help her to get back home, and hinted that the first thing she could think of was rather grim, and she wouldn't want you to do it in front of the children.
Oh, killing her and send her back to Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
Curie wouldn't think of that because killing.
Alright. Just saying, you do have a fairly good insight. But,
What are we talking about? Killing her to send her back to the Feywild?
mm-hmm.
I mean,
But I'm saying that Curie probably wouldn't come up with an idea.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Viola
wouldn't
might.
this Maggie also? Oh, sorry, you go.
You know, we could just send that construct or the uh, projection or the whatever back to the Feywild.
And Gwyn would say what?
I'm like, if she's an avatar of Maggie, wouldn't she be connected to the real Maggie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no.
Or go back.
Would Queen Maggie like that we murdered an expect her to get out of a deal?
Not getting out of the deal. She has to get back to the Feywild. They don't die in the material plane. They go back to the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's still the effect of like the children thing.
The children would not be happy, but then again, they may be under the effect of a Fey charm. Which means it may fade as soon as she's gone.
Or that she could just honestly just like they all could just generally be interested in wanting to go to a fairy happy land rather than a dump of a city.
Maybe.
But the Fey are experts at being silver-tongued.
Alright. Well, where am I now? Well, this will never do. Slam.
Or what?
So,
Who was that?
You realize out of the corner of your eye, you saw a Harengon, a small Harengon, only about 3 foot tall. Well, he looks less like a Harengon and more like an actual rabbit. Steps through a door that wasn't there before. Says well, where am I now? This will never do, and then disappears back through the door. It's a short door, only about 4 foot tall, and the angles of the frame are slightly off.
I'm gonna check on the children.
They're still listening to Baggy talk about, funnily enough, a rabbit that they met in the Feywild, and that led them to one of the palaces.
Oh shoot.
What?
I'm gonna look out the window and see if we're still in the city of Gate.
Go for it. Yeah. If you go to the front window, you'll see that you're still in the city of Gate.
I did the others. Okay, from which I got scared.
That little door is still there, though. Any of you?
Can I have a look at the little door?
What do you want to do? Do you want to just look at it? Do you want to examine it? Do you want to open it and look
I'm
through?
gonna open it and look through.
Okay. On the other side of the door, you can see a path that stretches off into the distance through green pastures under a bright blue sky.
We have a Feywild portal in our shop now.
Looks like it.
We're gonna have freaking fey mice come through.
Well,
At least it'll be good for the
as long as
herbs, I guess.
if you've got a potion of reduce, we could get her home.
I probably would I have one? Yeah.
She could probably just duck as well. I mean, you know.
I'm imagining it's
Or-
this size.
I didn't say 4 inches. I said 4 foot.
Oh fuck! Okay, it's a big.
It's big enough for small people to go through.
No.
What?
Or have her crawl through on her hands and knees, but
I have an idea.
Okay.
Could I theoretically extend the door up so Baggy can go through and then close it down?
So what do you have in mind? You're just going to put your hand over the top of the door jamb and push it up the wall?
Yeah. Because I'm believing that it's going to become a bigger door.
All right. Make a charisma check. Mm-hmm. Nice! Nat 20. 21 altogether. So yes, on a whim, on a flash of imaginative inspiration, you put your hand around the top of the door frame and push it upwards, stretching the doorway into a tall, thin passage.
Well, Baggies, you wanted to go home. Here you go.
Look, children! It worked! Yay!
Kids will have to stay here, though.
The kids are already running through it.
I'm gonna just stand in the door and just like stop them.
But we want to go to the Feywild. Please. We'll be back in time for tea, I promise.
How are you gonna find the doorway back?
Baggy will bring us back.
I don't believe that.
Why don't you believe me?
Man, we're sadly very paranoid people.
Oh. Well, why don't one of you come with me as well, and that way you can be sure.
How about we just keep the door here so that we can just come and leave when we want?
That works too. As long as the door's here, we've got a way back through, right, kids? Yeah!
Viola, do you still want to go?
I'll chaperone.
Okay.
Then we need you back for tea tomorrow in our time.
Back for tea.
Tomorrow in our time.
Of course. Of course.
On such insert date here.
Do you have a pocket watch? Do you have a pocket watch? Me. What?
Would you already have a pocket watch?
Probably not. I mean, you haven't had much use for it. Don't need,
I don't have a pocket watch, but she would have something to time potions, wouldn't she?
Oh, right. Like, yeah, you probably have like an hourglass or something. Right?
Yeah. What type of tech do we have?
Well, gnomish tech and clockwork is available.
So she would
It's
could
just-
technically have a clock.
Yes, but it might not be pocket watch because they're,
No, I know it's not going to be a pocket watch because I've not mentioned a pocket watch.
Right.
So I'm trying to say I could possibly have it timed on the clock in the shop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But how is how are Baggy and Viola going to keep an track of what time it is in the shop?
I thought I would have like pocket watch and somehow like fey magic it to sync to that. Excuse me.
How many kids are there, Anthony?
How many kids did you rescue? Do you guys remember?
Quite a few. Maybe like 10.
I thought it was like 10 to
That's
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call it 10.
That's too many.
That's too many for what?
For running out and trying to get a hold of a scroll of plane shift.
Yeah. But one of the kids fishes around in his pocket, like his eyes go wide, and he pulls out a big, bright yellow disc. Whoa!
He's got a free pocket watch.
Uh-huh.
Is that a pocket watch that's going to stay or is it going to disappear?
If the belief in the pocket watch is strong enough, it'll stay.
How does it work? Just press the button on the top to open it. Which bit's the... Oh, okay. And he flips it, and there's an eyeball on the inside.
It's a reacher?
It's a pocket watch. It watches.
I get it.
Yep.
Can we theoretically think of a pocket watch?
I'm getting a heck of a glare from Ellen. Can you what?
Gwen is going to try and, I guess, imagine a pocket watch in your pocket.
Alright. Make a charisma check. Her imagination is not good enough at the moment. She can't believe enough.
That's
I've got anything to help you.
There's a bard.
I know. I'm driving. Could you roll it?
No. D20 plus 2 because of the...
But this is an ability check I am not proficient in, so it is technically D20 plus 5 because of reliable, or not reliable, but jack of all trades.
Because you get to add half of your... Okay, yeah. Alright. So that would bring it up to a 15.
Does it work?
How do you imagine the pocket watch, Viola? What does it look like?
It looks like a. It looks like an antique silver pocket watch.
Okay. Were you... Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering if it had been, like, similar to one that Viola might have seen a member of her family use, or that she'd seen... That she'd...
Well, yeah, it probably does look like a family heirloom. I just don't know what exactly it looks like at the moment.
That's okay. Alright, so silver pocket watch. And you press the button and it's got an actual face. Instead of just an eye. And presume you're going to take the time to make sure it's in sync with the shop.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Wound up and all that stuff. Okay, looks like we're ready to go. Through the doorway.
Looks like.
Yay! And off they go. Through the door. Viola 2?
Yep.
Are you going... Is Viola going to go in amongst the children, or is she going to go through last, or...
She's going to try to go... If she can't beat any of the children, she's going to be among the first children to go through so that they're not alone in the Feywild.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Baggy says, "Oh, they're going to have so much fun." Then goes through the door herself and closes it behind her.
Before she does, remember, time.
We'll have them back in time. Viola's got the watch. It's fine. We won't be late.
And the store will stay connected to Feywild even after you close it?
I don't know. If you believe it will, I'm sure it will. You guys have good imagination.
Okay, I'll have
right?
good faith that will.
But here's the thing. We didn't create the door.
No, the children did. All you have to do is maintain their fantasy. You can do that, right?
I assume so? Yeah? Think so?
Just keep the fantasy that door
Exists.
connects to the Feywild and back here.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yep. See you for tea. Ta-ta. Toodaloo. TTFN. And the door closes. Kiori and Gwyn, charisma checks, please. With advantage. Because you can already see that it's there. I mean, it's easier to believe in something you can see. It's really down to whether or not you believe it'll stay. Gwyn believes it'll stay. Kira believes it'll stay. Yay! Good. Alright. So, Viola's gone into the Feywild. Windcloak is off making a hammer.
It's hammer time.
Hammer time. What are Gwyn and Kiari doing right now?
Do you want to go somewhere?
We'll probably scout out some more territory. We've had a long rest, haven't we?
Yes. This is the next day. So,
I guess.
go on.
I guess Gwen will, take out like a little quest sheet. To help keep track of like the quests and stuff that we're
Okay.
doing.
Well, you still haven't
And-
checked. Okay.
Yeah, no, you go.
I thought when you said that you'd take out a list that you were prompting me to tell you what you still had to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can still maybe wait until when Chloe gets back to continue taking care of the undead, or we can check by the former pawn shop and see how's it doing, since we haven't checked on it in a while.
Mm-hmm. Cash in hand?
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
cashing in.
Yeah, cash in hand, we haven't done that for a while.
Okay. So yeah, you want to go see Cashinand and see how the kobolds and the dragon are doing?
Yeah.
Fun. Okay. Before you go, your Davin is going to pull you to one side and say, "Are you sure letting the children go into the Feywild like that was the best idea?"
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good learning experience for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you're right.
And
We just need to keep in good faith that they'll be safe, and believe that they'll be safe and will come back to us.
And Viola's with them as well, so they're not completely on their own.
True. Good point. Alright then. Well, good luck with whatever you're doing today. It's going to be oddly quiet in the shop today. Yeah. See you soon?
Yeah, you gonna be okay?
Yeah, sure. Sure, it'll be fine. Okay. So you're heading off to Cashinand? Alright then. Are you going to go try and find your dwarf friend first?
Yeah.
Okay. So first, yep, you go over to the guild district and head towards the guild technology. Of course, as usual, as you're heading towards... Wait a minute. We're getting mixed up. The Guild of Technology and stuff is in Coal City, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Not the City of Gate.
No.
So the dwarf would just be... Sorry?
No, so there's got to be a blacksmith who can enchant this thing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there is.
So that's where I would have gone. Sorry, yeah, mixing up my games.
You know of another dwarf called Thor Nowanson.
Of course I do.
And he's got
So
he's got a forge. And that's where you'll be.
So him and me are working on this together.
Yeah. You don't like working with Thor Nowanson because the reason why he's called No One's Son is because he was originally exiled from the dwarven tribe he was a part of. You don't know the story, but you know that he's had his family name taken from him for some reason. But he's the best smith in town, so what are you gonna do?
The use of his expertise. Well, grumbling to myself.
Sorry, what?
That you make use of his expertise while quietly, internally grumbling to yourself about having to work with him.
Cool. So yes, make yourself. So yeah, by the time Viola and excuse me, by the time Gwen and Kiori locate you, using the directions that you'd have left on the note, you're putting the finishing touches, adding the folding handle to the base of the hammerhead. This big chunking hammerhead. So yeah, it would be, yeah, it would easily be about 3 foot long and maybe 1.5 feet wide.
So almost as tall as the dwarf.
Almost as tall as the dwarf, yes. Big.
Good to see you, ladies.
What do you reckon? What do you think of his hammer? Is he maybe compensating for something?
I wasn't thinking that, but okay.
I look at the hammer, look at the dwarf, and raise an eyebrow.
Whatever you're thinking, I could prove you wrong, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, sure.
Nice hammer. We're going to meet a pawn shop that has a dragon in it.
Thorson
Wanna come with us?
Thorson says the handle stiffens when you touch it. Want to see?
No. Not my.
No, thank you.
A dragon, you said. Those don't exist.
Oh, they do.
You what?
Dragons are real.
That's interesting.
Sugar.
They were at one time, but I'm pretty sure they disappeared.
A few of them was able to not be taken away, so yeah.
Okay, if you say so.
Well, only one way to find out, eh? Eh? Go take a peek.
Lead the way.
Friend of yours?
What?
Not exactly. He just happens to be the best smith in town.
That's right.
Keep it up and I'll make you the second best smith in town.
Sorry, what?
I said, keep it up and I'll make you the second best smith in town.
Keep what up? Being good? Being the best?
The arrogance.
Don't tell me you're as jealous as the rest of them.
I'm not getting into this right now. On it. There's work to do.
Aye.
Well, it's nice to meet you, and perhaps in the future we'll use your services later. Have a good day.
Yeah, if you ever need anything, just come see Thor.
Thor? Thor?
Yeah.
Got ya.
A previous player came up with a character called Thorson, and this is his father. So,
Nope, makes sense.
yeah. So,
I think it's actually salt.
it might be.
Oh, the salt's like gone down to the bottom. That's good.
Alright. So you guys start heading back to the old pawn shop, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You see some other lower level groups running around, but most of them see that you're high level and leave you alone. You do see one chap seeming to watch you and smirk as you go by. But apart from that, it's a fairly uneventful trip across town.
What was smirking at us?
Just some guy leaning up against a wall, watching you go by and smirking.
Like, perception check?
Why would that help?
I guess to see if
You can recognize
he
him?
has a player tag.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it would probably be obvious on his head, but yeah.
Yeah. have
Maybe
close
just a
look, see
pass.
if- Do you decide not to roll?
Oh, I was gonna say probably my pass.
Yeah, passive might do it, yeah. Yeah, you don't see a gamer tag. In fact, he looks like an NPC.
Okay.
Feel free to make an insight check. Anybody?
Okay.
When your gut instinct would tell you that it's probably Jester.
She groans in her head.
Probably what?
Jester. The hacker.
Oh, him. The one where you turned into an angel to try not to. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I'm assuming he doesn't look like an angel at the moment.
No. Just using a random NPC sprite. So anyway, you continue on your way.
Uh-huh.
Curie's thinking.
Do we go talk to the hacker?
He's not tried to gesture you to come over or anything. He's just watching.
Oh, he's just being creepy. That's fine then.
He's just being creepy, yeah.
Just ignore him then.
So, alright. So you keep going.
Yeah.
And to the boarded up building that used to be Cash and Hand. There are literally crude boards over the doors and windows now.
Well, we're gonna have to redo this place up again.
Perhaps.
Any sign of life?
Not at the moment.
No cobalt signs.
This way to the kobolds, no.
No neon signs pointing down at the building going, "Here there be dragon"?
Yeah, there be no. It looks like an abandoned building.
Somebody's killed the kobolds, hasn't it?
Well,
It almost looks
we,
like. Sorry?
we know I can get through those boards if we have to, but you tell me what you guys want done.
It's not great, that stuff, is it? Put it down. That's a shame.
So what you can do?
What's my AC?
I guess crowbar?
No, I'm just gonna go and wrench this one off the door.
Okay. So go make an athletics check. Plus 10. You go to pull the board off and the door swings open.
Hello? Insert name of a kobold I know here.
I don't remember any of the names of the kobolds either.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Shh. Jester.
Okay, at least you're alive.
Shush.
What's wrong?
Jester.
Okay. I get motion to the rest of them to come in.
Alright. Windcloak and Gwyn, you went inside?
Yeah.
Sure.
Then I close the door.
And a kobold scurries up to you in the darkness and say, "Why here?
Come to check on you, and doesn't look like you're doing so good.
We're fine."
Why is everything boarded up?
So they not know we're here. So they can't steal from us.
Who's been trying to steal from you?
Everyone. People steal. People take. People get fed to dragon. But that's beside point.
Can I have an idea.
Idea. What big idea?
Oh, this is out of game, sorry.
Okay.
I think you always want to say, it's a bit dark in here and cast daylight.
Ah!
Does he seem to be, like, burning in the light?
No, but kobolds don't like the sunlight.
Oh. Whoops. I forgot that part.
They have sunlight sensitivity like the drow.
Ah.
Yeah, Gwendolyn flinches too. Yeah.
Ah, sorry, forgot.
He runs off into the back room.
Okay. Wait, don't you have sunlight sensitivity as well?
Sorry?
Oh shit,
No.
I fucking do! Because of the
Because
fucking
your she's
armor?
wearing, so y'all get flashbang, except for Windcloak.
Well, that's new.
That's how it feels.
I apologize for every time I have done this to you.
It is okay. I appreciate it. It is somewhat funny, but still hurts.
Yeah, your Shadow Chitin plate armor gives you sunlight sensitivity.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So, I have, with daylight, can I like dim it? Or does it just go out?
You just drop concentration. But, I mean, do you have access to the regular light cantrip?
Yeah, I light instead.
You could do that. Or you could do dancing lights is dimmer. You know. But you have dark vision anyway, don't you?
Yeah, but I wanted to see if he was a vampire or not.
No. They just don't like the... Kobolds just don't like the light anyway.
Okay, I drop concentration on daylight and then cast light. Sorry! You okay?
Spell lasts an hour, actually. Daylight. But you can cover the object that you've cast daylight on.
Ooh. Question.
Mm-hmm.
If I cover it but not with an opaque fabric,
Right.
will it still do dim light?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll put like, I've probably got like a scarf or something and put it on top.
To stifle the light without snuffing it out entirely. Yep. Okay.
What should we name this kobold? Kevin.
Yeah, sure, call him Kevin if you want.
But then we've got Kevin the Lich as well. Crag.
Thingwin.
Thingwin. Thingwin, are you okay?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Light gun.
Yeah, it's dim now.
Okay. Something to...
I forgot about the sunlight sensitivity stuff, I'm sorry.
Well, okay. And the two kobolds come out this time. Here, see bus.
Yes, please.
Come see bus.
Okay.
And I'll lead you through the back rooms, including past the what had been the target practice gallery, and through the shadow maze and across the pit, but they've just put boards across the pit so that they don't have to...
Yeah. Well, secret entranceway.
Mm-hmm. And in the middle of what had been... Yeah. In the middle of what had been the speakeasy area is a huge black dragon sitting on a pile of gold. He's a pretty hefty boy.
Is he still a young?
He appears to be an adult. He's gone bigger.
That's new.
Hello. Long time no see.
Why are you here?
We came in to check on you guys.
We're fine. By the way, you can only see the 2 kobolds.
There were more than 2.
Sorry?
There were more than 2 before.
There were more than 2 before. There was a whole pack of them before.
What happened to the kobolds?
None of your business.
It is our business, because this is our place as well as yours.
No. I'm here. I protect it. This is mine. Your boss gets his cut. That's all. Wait a minute. Am I looking at the wrong... Oh, yeah, I did. I looked at a mace instead of a maul. Sorry. There you go. So yeah, what do you want to do? And how does Windcloak feel about seeing an actual huge black dragon?
You weren't lying.
Why would we lie about this?
Yeah.
I don't know. Mess with the dwarf?
Is the dwarf my tribute?
No.
Where is it then?
Didn't know we had to bring on it.
I'll let you off this time, but ignorance will not be your defense again. You stand before my glory and do not see fit to bring tribute. People these days, huh?
Don't worry, boss. They'll remember next time. Yes. Next time. You best go. Go get tribute. Come back then.
You alright? You alright? The dragon is demanding tribute. That says that he'll let you off this time if you bring something next time. The kobolds are telling you you better go get the tribute and come back.
Well, I said next time, so it isn't actually giving the thing on next time, so yeah, it's fine.
So you're just gonna leave?
Can we take on an adult dragon?
I don't know, can you?
Probably not.
Yes.
Adult black dragon. And 2 kobolds, technically.
Kobolds don't scare me that much.
I'm more concerned about the dragon.
Do you want to try and teach the black dragon a lesson?
Yeah. That's not how you speak to your elders.
Not how you speak to your elders.
So you're technically elder than him in the organisation we're the ones that put in there.
Right. So you're basically pulling rank.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's gonna hate it and he's gonna attack us.
You are no dragon.
I still put you in this place of power.
If you were a dragon, you would be challenging me for a one-on-one contest to see which of us is mightier.
Can I do a one-on-one with a dragon?
I don't know.
I've got a rogue. Yeah, I can challenge him.
You're gonna try and challenge him one-on-one?
I will challenge him, but I am not telling the others to stay out of it.
You're not telling the others to stay out of it. Okay.
Are you sure you want to fight him, or would you rather me fight him?
Rather
Me.
you.
All those fails, I have polymorph.
Indeed. That would be a good strategy to polymorph.
Yeah.
Or wild shape, rather.
Wild shape and polymorph. Or polymorph then wild shape.
Fair. But okay. So very well. Rules of engagement. We shall begin 60 feet apart. We shall begin when the kobolds count down to 1. Roll initiative.
Seriously?
Technically, the dragon goes a little before you. What do Windcloak and Gwyn get, just in case they have to step in? All right.
Oh, I have an idea.
Ooh. Oh yeah, what's your idea?
If I polymorph him, then wild shape, then attack him, but when he comes out of the polymorph, because they revert after, don't they? That's not true polymorph.
Yeah, they revert back to their original form and hit points afterwards.
So I could technically be on his back,
Okay.
so he can't actually reach me.
Clever.
Or he can't reach me with his head, because I'm too far behind him.
They do have long necks.
Yeah, but there's a bit which they can't extend to.
You're thinking of crocodiles, aren't you?
Am I?
What?
Anyway, so technically, Windcloak would have advantage. Would have initiative. Would be first. But you're holding, right?
Bonus action. Rage?
You gonna get your rage up?
Yep, because I don't have to worry about it dissipating without an attack or being attacked. So I'm just going to be in rage, ready if I need to be, and yeah, then I'm just going to hold the rest of my...
Okay. Gwyn, are you doing anything in anticipation of the potential fight?
She's thinking of apologies that we might need to say to Dane King if we accidentally kill this dragon.
Well, I'm not aiming to kill him. I'm just aiming to make him subservient.
Okay, then she'll have her
Just beat him into
bow.
obedience.
Yeah. That's how dragons work, right?
Yes. Alright.
Then she'll have her bow and arrows ready.
Fantastico. Okay. The adult dragon leans forward and spits acid. Would you, dear Curie, make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Eight.
You get an 8? Okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
I have no pluses in dexterity.
58 points of acid damage.
Oh, that's fine.
And then he flies over, closing the gap easily, standing 5 feet in front of you. I'm gonna make it easy for you. Try and hit me. Your turn. What are you gonna attack him with? Or are you
More?
gonna try and hit him with polymorph? Okay.
Yeah.
D20 plus 6. 23.
Yeah, passes.
Yay.
Then just hit him, I guess.
Wait, do you still have an action left?
Do I? Or am I thinking of a different character? Level 17.
Yeah, polymorph takes an action, so if you've cast polymorph, you can't then also hit him. It's one or the other.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's alright.
They're gonna use a legendary action.
Oh!
Go on.
I forgot a spell I have that will be very useful.
What's that?
Feeble Mind.
Alright. Well, let's see. First of all, can you make another dexterity saving throw? Five. Wow. 2d6 plus 6 bludgeoning damage from the wings. Wow, 18 max damage.
That's fine.
And he knocks you prone. And then, for his, well, then technically it's Windcloak's turn. Is Windcloak doing anything yet?
I go after the dragon, don't
Sorry?
I've never muted. All Windcloak's doing is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. You do go after the dragon. It's so yeah, Kiari. Don't know why I brain farted on that. I'm sorry.
You just want me to die, that's all it is.
No, not at all. You gonna try and do Feeble Mind now?
Yeah.
Why did I have that? Okay, I'm getting mixed up. You blast the mind of a creature you can see within range. So you automatically do 4d6 psychic damage. And it needs to make an intelligence save. Wait. You already took a turn. The legendary action it did after your
shit,
turn.
it was legendary, sorry.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
yeah,
getting to something wrong here.
Right.
So then it'd be Windcloak, who's still holding, and then Gwyn, are you doing anything?
Curie, you ready to tap out?
No.
No, she's fine.
Okay, I'll keep holding my action.
Okay. So, while Kiara is still prone. The dragon makes 3 attacks. You also need to make a wisdom saving throw against being frightened.
I think I'm okay at wisdom.
Should be.
Oh, one of those does not hit.
Indeed, the 17 does not hit. So that's just 1 bite and 1 claw.
I am not frightened.
You are not frightened. Fantastic. So 2d10 plus 2d6 from the claw. A total of 12 for the modifiers. And 1d8 of acid damage is another 31 points of piercing, slashing, and poison and acid.
That's fine.
And now it's your turn.
Feeble mind?
Sorry?
Feeble mind.
Feeble mind. So intelligence save. +2. Gets a 20.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Wing attack. Dexterity save. Nice. So you don't take any damage or get knocked prone that time. Oh, because you were prone, I should have done that with advantage. Never mind. But anyway, I messed up.
32 hit points. I don't think you do need to do much more.
Nope. Wind cloak.
Like,
She looks like she's beginning to struggle. She's taken quite a beating and she's not done anything back to the dragon. What do you do?
I'm just trying to play more from again.
Wind cloak.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Uh,
I didn't know if you'd even heard me. Sorry.
yeah, no, I heard you. Oh, God. I'm gonna stride forward, and I'm gonna grab Kiori and kind of toss her behind me.
So you're gonna shove her? That'll be an action.
Basically. I know. But,
Athletics?
yeah, I know.
You gonna try and resist it, Curie? Or are you gonna let him shove you?
She's probably concentrating on the dragon, so she probably doesn't actually realize.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll just fail it.
Okay. So you shove her 15 feet away.
And then I turn to face the dragon and just glare at it.
The dwarf steps in to protect the giant. Do you know the legends? Dwarves. The dragons and the giants have been enemies for a long time. You're a fool to step between us, dragon. Yeah, dwarf.
Maybe feel mind worked after all.
Maybe, or rather, I'm just tired because I'm still sick. But anyway. But yeah, Gwyn, are you doing anything on your turn?
Hey, Wingcloak. Do you think you can handle the dragon?
For a wee bit, yes.
Okay. I guess I'll just
Notch an arrow just in
get
case.
like a healing potion from like
Okay. I mean, yeah, you can
from.
go heal Kiori if you want.
Yeah, we'll go do that.
So, you're gonna give her a potion of healing?
Yeah. I imagine like she has one on her bag, so I'll just.
Yeah. Okay.
Pancake.
Standard potion.
Okay, 4 plus 2.
9.
We're doing.
Okay.
You okay?
The dragon.
Oh shit!
What?
I've got the living shadow feature,
Mm-hmm.
which converts resistance to damage that isn't force, psychic, or radiant. And I'm in dim light,
Mm-hmm.
so shit. Should that stuff been halved?
All of that should have been halved, yeah.
Fuck's sake!
So do you want to do the math and figure out how many hit points you actually have?
Yeah. I only just got that armor. I forgot about that.
No worries. Alright. The black dragon is probably going to try and just toss the dwarf out of the way. So, D20 plus 6. Contested athletics check. Oh, only got to 12. 22! The dwarf stoically does not move a muscle and just bats the dragon's hand away. Awesome. Curry, what do you want to do?
I am on 80 hit points now.
Nice. The dwarf has shoved you out of the way.
I'm with the dragon again.
What happened to your love of fire? Come on.
Shit, is it resistant? Is it vulnerable to fire?
It's resistant to acid, but only acid.
Oh, okay. Oh fuck! Yeah. You know what? Fuck it.
It's Black Dragon.
Firestorm.
Firestorm. I was expecting you to just summon your wildfire spirit, but okay, yes. Firestorm.
Does
The area of the storm consists of up to 10 10-foot cubes. Yeah, up to. So yeah, it doesn't have to be all 10 of them. But yeah, you can...
I'm gonna place it so it's like over the dragon and not hitting the dwarf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you probably only need to... Each creature in the area must make a dex save. So yeah, basically the dragon needs to make a dex save.
Mm-hmm.
Why or not?
Sorry?
Do I, because I'm standing
No. It
basically
says
on
up
top of the dragon?
Up to. So theoretically, she could just make one 10-foot cube right in the middle of the dragon, and then nothing else
Fair
would
enough.
be affected.
Fair enough.
It fails, but legendary resistance.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Anthony!
7d10 divided by 2.
I get to do the one cool fucking thing.
You'll get, yeah.
I mean, there might be a chance it does like a lot of damage.
39. Nice. First damage to the dragon. Well done.
Technically, it would be 19.
What did you say?
He passed, so he takes half that, or 19.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't half it. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how to half it in rolls.
Over 2.
Oh.
So it would be 7d10 slash 2 like that.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right. It's only 19. That's a shame.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's my big spells all gone.
I didn't okay.
You didn't expect.
Didn't expect you to come right out with the biggest spell you had.
Biggest spell I had was Feeble Mind.
And he passed that. I didn't expect that either. I thought he would be using legendary resistances much sooner. But anyway, Windcloak.
Reckless attack. Giant freaking maul.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and only the 30 hits. The 17 does not. Stop thinking about tomorrow.
What is my rage bonus at this point?
Alright, let's take a look.
I think it's +4.
It's +4.
Yes. Alright, so that would be 46 plus 24.
$39 points of damage.
As a comically large hammer smacks into the forearm of the dragon
Ow!
with a reverberating thud.
Gwyn.
You know I'm gonna attack the dragon.
You are. Alright.
That's a wing click. Are you doing alright? Do you want to keep going, or I'll just sit out?
No, you can go in. It's fine. I'm just teasing.
I just want to ask Windcloak like if he wants help.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm a little late, because obviously she already threw a big freaking wall, a big mass of fire at it, so. Go ahead. Do your worst.
Okay, sharpshooter and steady aim. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, yeah. Both of those hit.
I'll reroll with Elven accuracy to see if I can get in at 20,
Mm-hmm.
just in case.
Yup. 2 more iterations of D20 plus 5. Nope. The 20 and the 22 and the 20 count. How much damage? How much damage?
With 36.
64. Eesh. Before he takes his turn, he's going to make a tail attack against the dwarf. $13, that probably doesn't hit you, does it? Oh,
Nope, that'll miss.
but you attacked recklessly, didn't you?
Well, yep, he gets advantage.
20.
Hit.
2d8 plus 6.
Divided by 2.
Okay, 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Would have been 14, but it's 7. Doesn't get his breath attack back, so he's going for the bite claw. I've had enough of this now. 28, 31, and 15. The 15 doesn't hit you, does it?
Nope.
But 2d10 plus 12 and a d8 of acid damage.
No.
42 divided. Sorry?
I was gonna say, or 21.
21, yeah. Okay. Curie.
For the hospital. Hey, I'm back in Rotterdam. But she hates.
Harm. You unleash a virulent disease on a creature you can see within range. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 14d6 necrotic damage, or half as much on a successful save. Okay.
It's a dragon. I'm going to use all the big guns.
Okay. D20 plus 10.
Roll a 1.
24.
Still takes half, and it's still a ton of damage.
Yes. 14d6 over 2.
26.
Yeah. All right. And that's from 60 feet away. Okay. The dragon is going to use one more legendary to do another wing, to do a wing attack. Windcloak, can you make a dexterity saving throw? Danger sense. Yep. 13 fails, so that would be 2d6 plus 6. 16 points of bludgeoning damage, would be halved to 8. But you also get knocked prone. But he's doing that mostly just to be annoying, because it's your turn now, Windcloak, and you can just step back up again.
Yep, I was going to have my movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Do my thing.
Uh-huh. Holy shit, that's...
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Now the last one will miss, but that's still... I'm pretty sure that's 2 hits.
Yeah, that's 2 hits. One of which is a brutal critical.
Yep. Okay, so...
8, 9, 10, 11. So that one hit is going to be 11d6.
So it's 15d6.
Yeah.
Plus 48. Oh, that's... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's beautiful.
Slam! The dragon collapses and twitches.
We go, Windcloak.
The kobolds scream.
I have Revivify.
Yes, you do.
I could revive the dragon and he would be subservient to me.
Yep. Do you want to take a medicine check to see if he's actually dead yet? Because you might just need to... Sorry? Heal him.
I do have my 9th level maths heal available.
That would help heal everybody, including yourself.
Yeah.
But you could also... You could also just do healing word on him as a bonus action.
Yeah, but I need healing too.
Right. A flood of healing energy flows from you to the injured animals around you. You restore up to 700 hit points, divided as you choose among any number of creatures you can see within range. So, how many hit points is the party missing?
I am missing
I am missing
20.
34.
So
I'm missing 59.
plus 59.
None for me.
Mhm. So you'll be using 133 of it yourself to get you both back up to full,
Mm-hmm.
which leaves.
Which is up to, so I don't have to.
You don't have to use it all, but in theory, you could give the dragon 567 hit points, but it only has 195. So yeah, basically you can just restore everybody, including the dragon, back up to full health, and still have more than enough left over.
Let's do that.
Okay. The dragon is restored. Looks very confused. Why?
Because, like I said, we don't want to kill you. We just need to work with you. And you dragons would only work with people if you were under them. So, by dragon law, because I have saved you from death.
You have protected me.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. What do you want my little kobolds to steal for you?
You can carry on as you're doing, but we just want a bit of a cut as well.
I'm already paying your boss.
Yes, we're not getting anything from him. How much are you paying Dean? Won't take as much as Dean, but how much is he getting?
He gets 10%.
Okay, you can take 2%.
Only 2.
That still leaves you with your hoard to grow. Dean King still gets his money, and we get a little bit on the side.
What if I were to tell Dean King what you were doing?
He's one of the ones who sent us here. Was his idea. He said, "Why are you not taking a cut?"
Okay.
Those were his words to us.
Fair.
Therefore, we are enacting his will.
Okay.
He still gets his money. We get a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's happy.
Okay.
And I'm not going to ask the dragon to do much else. Just check in with him occasionally to collect our dues. So he still gets to be king of his thing. So I'm like a sleeping partner type thing.
Thing 2. Come back.
You're alive?
Yes. Grab a chest. A small one. Fill it with gold from my hoard.
Why?
Just do it.
Okay.
If we find any more kobolds, we'll send them to him as well. So he has more kobolds to steal, more kobolds to boss around.
The others are all out working.
Ah, okay, so they are still alive.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
For a reason, I thought they might have been dead.
No. He did eat a few of them, but most of them are doing thieving like they're supposed to.
Cool.
You don't happen to know of a large treasure my kobolds can acquire to you?
Do it. There is. Yeah.
But
But the bank's under Dean King as well.
mm-hmm. You could really fuck things up and encourage the kobolds to go stealing from Goblinopolis.
True. It is open now. And there was stuff down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll tell him about Goblinopolis.
Interesting. The kobolds hand you a small chest, only like a little bit, like a coffer, full of gold coins. Still about 100 gold in there, you know.
That's fine. Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business with you.
Hmm. Is this all you require of me?
Yeah, just keep giving us a bit. Otherwise, carry on. You guys are doing a good job. Dean King gets paid. We get paid. It's all good.
Very well. Resentful Black Dragon.
Yeah. But money,
But money is.
and that is exactly what Dean King told us to do.
Yes.
So.
Okay.
And also, if I need to later on, if we do need to overthrow Dean King, I have a fucking dragon.
So does Dean King, technically.
Dean King hasn't bested him though.
How else would he be getting a tithe?
Not true. But I
He must have done. He must have something over the dragon.
Probably just promise of more horde.
Maybe. Protection from everything else. Okay. So. And what are Windcloak and Gwyn thinking right now?
Windcloak is thinking, I could probably grab it. I could probably grab this thing by its horns and flip it on its back and keep twisting its head until I rip it off.
Simmer down. We don't need to fight him now.
Yeah, he's thinking that rather than saying it out loud.
Yes, but he will still be evidently raging, won't he?
No. As soon as the dragon went down, he would have dropped the rage.
Okay.
That's not quite as funny. As you imagine him still seething. Just.
It depends on how long the conversation was. I only get a minute.
True. Alright. So what's next, folks?
What else is on your list of to-do?
What else is on your list of to do?
I guess more ghost busting, or do you guys any personal quests you guys want to do?
Ghostbusting could work. We could then get the food things up and running there.
So you're gonna go back, see if there's any more spooks to confront and clear out.
And be like a project we work on.
Aye. Fixing the houses up.
Yes. So if we get more people into Gate and more people doing stuff in Gate, there's more money around, so more money for us.
You're gonna try and gentrify the area.
Yeah.
Make some farms
Yes.
or gardens.
Farms.
Make like an allotment.
Yeah.
All right. Might be a bit tricky, but yeah. Be interesting to see how you pull that off. So, Windcloak, are you still up for helping them?
Well, what's the other project we've got to do?
Sure.
Exciting
days.
What did you say?
It's been an exciting couple of days. Better than the monotony of same old, same old.
Just
Yep.
Just mining every day. Yeah. Okay. Okay then. So you leave the dragon's company and go back out through the abandoned-looking pawn shop. Well, they're clearly not using it as a pawn shop anymore. That's just where the dragon's lair happens to be.
He's still getting money in though, so.
Yeah, by stealing it from people.
Yeah, well, if Dean King's still getting his money, he won't care, will he?
Do you, I mean, depending on who the kobolds steal from, do you see any potential for a problem here?
No, because it's a fucking dragon.
Because it's a dragon.
I mean, if they end up stealing from Dean King, he might look into that.
Or anyone that's under Dean King's protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a kobold's not really going to be seen.
So it's not going to be a problem because the kobolds won't get caught.
Yeah.
Fair. All right.
It makes sense though.
Yeah.
Kobolds are sneaky.
Yes, they are. Can you make an insight check for me?
Yeah, sure.
Yep. 5. Yep. Gwyn, how about you? How's your insight?
Pretty good.
Okay, Gwyn. It just occurs to you as you're walking back through town towards the haunted part of town that if the kobolds do steal from anyone under Dean King's protection, they're still going to be pissed that they are losing property when they're supposed to be protected. They're paying protection money so that they don't get anything stolen from or any property damaged or anything, and things are going missing. They may not know who it is that's stealing stuff, but they know that stuff is being stolen and the Dean King's people haven't been able to stop it. Make sense?
Gwen kind of like had a realization in her head and then like mentally slaps herself, like make a mental note to talk to Dean King about the kobolds.
Fair enough.
Well, why else do you think I suggested we suggest Goblinopolis? Nobody
That's a
down
good
in
point.
Goblinopolis has got under Dean King.
That's fair.
That is true. Yes. So that does solve the problem. Anyway, if that's what they do. Yeah. So, back to the haunted street. And it seems a lot less spooky. I mean, it's still abandoned, but you don't feel a chill as you walk into the street anymore.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess check up on the next house on the hit list.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, you go to the next door along, and you find another ghoul house, but the ghoul itself seems to be unconscious. Lying in the middle of the living room amid various bones.
That's odd.
Yeah. I guess double tap.
Ha! Okay. Stab.
I'd say more sure with my just in case. Like
Yeah.
jump scare.
You gonna do what?
Shoot it with my bow.
Okay.
Probably distance just in case.
That hits. You hear your arrow goes through its throat, and you hear the death rattle as it chokes on its own blood and dead. Mm-hmm.
That's odd.
What?
I don't know a lot about a lot, but are they supposed to do that?
Die?
Like, just randomly?
No. Well, not that you would know, because you don't know. Kiori's got the best arcana out of the bunch of you.
+4. Why I've been rolling in my mind.
9. Yeah, you're not really sure what's
Do I
going
get advantage because I've dealt with ghouls before?
on.
Because we fought them before.
And did you learn much about them when you did?
I would assume we did, in the way they walk, the way they breathe, and that sort of thing. That's what you do when you fight somebody, you learn these things.
Yeah. Okay, go on then.
See if it's any better. Oh. If I could type.
Space on the wrong side of the D there.
Yeah, well, the space bar's finicky at the best of times. That's better.
16?
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, ghouls are weird creatures, and they're functionally immortal. Like, unless you destroy the body utterly, they will, even if you think they're dead, they will get back up again. They only really stop when there's nothing left to consume.
So, what you're saying is flame strike this fucker and burn it to ash.
Yes, but it's also very strange that this thing is just starving. Like, there's plenty of people in the city that it could go after. Why? I mean, there's nobody in this block. but you guys. But what's keeping it in this house? Why can't it go out and feed? What's going on?
Can I check for like an arcane field or an arcane trap or something? Or like a hallow spell or something?
You don't see anything. Well, do an investigation of the house, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Are we in the house?
Yeah, I'm assuming you went into that house and were.
Before I do this, can I see if I can get out of the house?
Yeah, the door's open.
Can I walk out through the door?
Yeah. You're not
Okay, so
trapped.
it's just the ghoul that's stuck.
Yes.
Okay.
Five. You don't find anything that could be any kind of spirit trap or hallow spell or in the house. There's no symbols on the walls or specific spell components that you're aware of that you can see. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on by itself. I'll investigate the body if there's like something like on the line what Curie was thinking.
Alright, go ahead and investigate the body. You do a thorough examination of the ghoul's skin and whatever passes for clothing. Yeah. There's a few markings on its skin that were probably like birthmarks and stuff of the original person before they became a ghoul, but nothing else particularly unusual for a ghoul. You know?
Interesting. Gwen will, I guess, just take the arrow that she shot at it out of its neck.
Mm-hmm.
And then just put
There's no signs.
Go on the ground.
There's no signs of supernatural healing at all.
I squish the head like a melon.
Yeah, of course you can. Just drop your hammer on it. Splat.
Why do you sound so happy about this?
I'm assuming she's saying that to Windcloak.
No, I'm saying this to you. You're just like the laughing hee 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 hee.
It's funny that he's dropping his hammer on the girl's head, that's all. I'm so used to Jeff playing characters that are the intelligent one, the problem solver. It's kind of interesting to see him just play a, kill happy barbarian.
Point and click with
Sorry?
a pure point and click. That must do. Okay. Boom.
Okie doke. So what are you guys doing now?
I'm really concerned about this ghoul.
Me too. Maybe we should check the other houses to see how the other undead are doing.
Yeah.
It's not getting up. You had no head.
Yeah, but that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if we don't destroy it completely, it'll come back.
Thanks.
You want destroyed? I powder its bones.
Gwen, do you want to tell her what you noticed about the wound before he smushed its head?
I tell her that it's not healing.
Huh. That's not normal.
It's not. Theoretically, maybe the presence of the lich caused them to stop, but that's just a theory. Probably not based on anything.
So basically, you're saying that the presence of the lich, was drawing enough negative / necromantic energy to the area to sustain the undead creatures, and now that he's gone, they're fading away. That right?
Yes. Maybe I should have Gwen do a see if this theory works out. Or if it's sound.
Day?
Sorry?
The creepy spellcaster controlling these things? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Good job, Gwen.
Okay.
But do you want to check the other houses, see if your theory is correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you go to house on the rest of the block. You find no signs of ghosts or banshees or any other kinds of spirits. The only bones you find are unmoving, the only corpses you find are unmoving, and even the ghouls are similar to the one that you already found.
So they're like flesh golem type things then, and the creature's gone, so they don't know what to do.
Apparently. That's what it looks like.
We make areas safer. Yay! Go us.
Yep. You rolled a nat 1 to find the lich a lot quicker in the original thing than I expected you to.
Well, is there anything else that anybody wants to look into, work on?
You were going to try and get that street fixed up, weren't you?
Yeah.
But now that you know that it's safe, especially if you finish off the ghouls, you know that other people can now move into the street and help you fix it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would you like to recruit?
Probably those who have like left construction jobs to come here. So if we can get them and their skills, because they've not had any work or anything, then we can get them in here and start building this place up and clearing it out.
How are you going to find people who are skilled at construction?
Dwarves.
Okay. So
we
you're going to
go
ask.
to a tavern and ask.
Or put like a little.
You could ask Windcloak.
Is there like a message board or something in City of Gate?
There might be, but there's a lot of people who don't know how to read.
Is that a town crier?
Not at the moment. It's a bit of a mess of a city. There's no formal government. The only thing that is close to a police force is,
Thinking.
well, yeah, the gangs.
I think I might go speak to Dean King.
Right.
and see if he has any. Well, no. He wants us to recruit people into him rather than take people from him.
But you can make use of the resources he already has.
Yeah.
And maybe he has a suggestion of how you could acquire more people.
Yeah.
How. Although, having said that, there's people coming to the City of Gate every day still, isn't there? Lining up to go through the gate.
Yeah.
Most of whom get rejected.
Do we have to work the lines again?
Sorry?
We need to work the lines again then.
See if you can convince people who are lining up to leave it and come help you instead. Or are you going to wait at the gate for those who get turned away?
What we could do is kind of a bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
I am big.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yes.
am noticeable.
Yes. And so is Windcloak's hammer.
So what we could do is I could just become the town crier for this instance. And yell.
He's going to walk up and down. You don't have thaumaturgy. That's a shame.
Maybe I need to learn thaumaturgy.
That's a good cantrip. Don't think any of you have it at the moment. No.
I'm just thinking because I'm alive, my voice is loud.
It's a cleric only cantrip.
Uh-huh.
Is it? Why don't I have
Theoret-
it then?
Sorry?
Why don't I have it then?
You didn't take it.
But I can take it, can't I?
Yeah.
I can just add it to
Yeah.
my list. There's no.
So,
like,
as a okay, so as a cleric, let's see, you've got 7 levels in cleric, so you could have 4 cleric cantrips, and as a druid, 10th level, you can have 4 druid cantrips. You currently have
I have 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
So I can add thaumaturgy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's
Just
do that
put
then.
thaumaturgy on there. So now you've got Druidcraft, Thunderclap, Shillelagh, Light, Guidance, Mending, Sacred Flame, and Thaumaturgy. Okay. So Thaumaturgy, amongst other things.
It makes me loud.
Yes, it can make you loud. Your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for a minute. And, of course, as soon as that minute's up, you can spam it again, because it doesn't cost you any spell slots.
Yeah.
So you can just keep yelling, as long as you recast it.
Yeah, so what I might do is.
You can also alter the appearance of your eyes for a minute, and create instantaneous sounds that originate from a point of your choice within range, such as the rumble of thunder, the cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. So you can add sound effects to your speech if you want.
I could add the sound of construction to my voice.
Yeah, you can even, I mean, if you want to actually, if you were ever going to do a really dramatic speech, you could also do the harmless tremors in the ground for certain parts of the, yeah. And you can cause lights to flicker. It's a very theatrical spell, and I don't know why it's only for clerics. Probably because it lends itself very well to the, you know, fire and brimstone sermonizing.
Power, sort of thing.
But
yeah.
it would, I think bards should be able to do it too. But anyway,
I suppose theoretically bards could acquire it with their
true.
magical skills.
Yeah, they have ways to get it. That is true. But yeah, so what exactly are you going to be booming out as you walk up and down the line?
Looking for construction workers with promise of house.
Okay. Are you going to try and convince them that there's nothing waiting for them beyond the gate? It's all it's all a scam, all a lie, or a trick, or something. I mean, that would be. You don't know that for sure, but I mean, you're trying to convince these people to give up on their last hope and help you repair houses.
Which they can then live in and then make a living.
Right. But they don't want. These people want to. They're trying to get away from the daily grind and go to somewhere where they can live in permanent bliss. That's what Havana promises. And that's why a lot of the people who get turned away got fooled by the potion guy that was selling bottled bliss and happiness. But, maybe you'll convince some of them. Maybe there are some people in the line that still have a work ethic.
Mm-hmm. We could basically found a construction guild. Because the rest of the fucking city needs help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll get a construction guild.
You're going to make a builder's guild.
Yeah, gonna make a builder's guild.
You're going to announce that you're forming a builder's guild. So they'll be protected. As long as they pay dues.
Yeah.
Should we also do a agricultural guild as well?
A what guild?
Agricultural.
An agricultural guild.
For farming.
Yeah.
And food.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
I would give Curie the help action since she's the one with the booming voice.
Mm-hmm. So you can feed her lines, rather.
Yeah.
So advantage.
Yeah. What the heck was that? You got a dirty 20.
Yes.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. A small number of people, 5 or 6, come out of the line and approach you.
Awesome.
Do you have tools?
Yes. We can scavenge tools.
Sorry?
We can scavenge tools and make tools.
We
We have a dwarf.
We have a dwarf. So, do you have tools? We have a dwarf! He's the biggest tool we have.
And we can buy tools. I've got enough money to buy tools.
Look at his hammer.
Look at his hammer. This is true. Look at this huge tool.
With one smack, he can nail all the nails.
That's one way to drive home a point. So.
Hardy har har.
You don't want it.
You're the one with the big mallet. So, I assume you'll be leading this little troop of miscreants.
Yes.
Back to the
Blacksmith.
blacksmith.
To get tools.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm
So you're gonna equip them with tools.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we're gonna go start clearing out one of the houses, build it up, make sure there's enough, or maybe 2 houses, and make it into the Builders Guild. And have the Agricultural Guild like next to it, and have farms on top.
Oh, you got a flat roof.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna get the dirt from?
I go up the mountains all the fucking time. And I grow herbs.
This is true.
I can find dirt.
You're gonna have to find a lot of dirt.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And if there's houses we can't rebuild, we'll take them down, dig the dirt up, reuse it.
Yeah. The ground, even the loose ground in the city of Gate, is very dry and stony. It's not very good for growing anything in.
We'll sift it, get magnesium from Goblinopolis or something, nitrogen, add it to it, and make it
Is
growable.
a place.
And I have
Is there
druids.
like a horse stable, correct?
There may be a stable on the edge of town. Why?
Manure.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. This is true. You could also go to the local actual, like the farms that are outside of town, because you know there's a sheep farm there, right?
And honey.
Yeah.
There's a sheep farm. There's a baker that actually grows their own grains and mills their own flour. And there's the honey farm / meadery with their bees and flowers.
We can take topsoil from there.
Yeah. So you guys are going to be. This is not going to be a quick thing. This is going to take you days, if not weeks / months, of trading and negotiating and encouraging people and constantly recruiting, because there will be people who give up and quit. You know?
Yeah, well, this is what we said we're going to do for Dean King to expand his business. We are expanding his business by setting up 2 more guilds, recruiting more people,
Yes.
and we'll check in, like, on the other ones once a week.
On the Thieves Guilds?
On the Thieves Guilds, on the shop, on the bank,
Yes.
and do that, like, a day a week. And then the rest, either finding new ones, because with more people coming in, we'll get more information
From elsewhere in the.
from elsewhere. See if there's any more strife that's happening. If there is, get a sleeper agent in there who can then start popping up little outposts for Dean.
Sleeper agent.
If, like, say for instance there's a civil war going on,
Okay.
we can send people in who go with one side which favours Dean King, help them out, crush the civil war, or just steal stuff. Because if they're at war with each other, they're not going to be paying much attention to anyone else. So
Alright.
go in, steal stuff, put little, like, sleeper agents in, little cells, disruption, disrupt their supply lines, disrupt their weapons, bring them to Dean King.
Okay. Fair enough.
So you're suggesting we just F up the third part of the town?
Well, as for, I think,
Because if we're recruiting,
so you're willing to, so so you start building up your own little guild district, where you got the Builders Guild and the Farmers Guild there, and you got your allotments on the top of the houses, and the homes are all getting. The rest of the street is starting to look really good, which of course helps build
our reputation.
build a reputation for the Builders Guild. And you can start trading out crops in exchange for information from what's going on.
supplies, other supplies.
Whatever people are willing and able to do. You'll probably find a lot of people are more like excuse me. They've given up almost everything to come to the city of Gate. They don't have much in terms of money or material possessions, but if you can convince them that that this will be a better life for them than anything that.
Well, yeah, otherwise they're going to be sat in the line all the time with no home, no heat, no food.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't have anything to buy the food with.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll come to us for food. But if they can't pay for the food, then we will need to get them to
Work for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of them may get their mojo back and say, actually, I'm enjoying this work.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them might, but I mean, and technically, you've got a lot of people who are indentured to you, don't you?
That's what we want.
Okay. And I'm assuming you're still going to be paying some of any profit you make
Oh, yeah.
back to Dean King
Mm-hmm.
to keep him off your back.
Yeah. We're doing exactly what he told us to.
Yeah. All right then.
And then with...
You're doing all the hard work. Why do you keep kicking things back to that lazy bastard?
Because he seems like he's an archdevil.
Because he seems like what?
An archdevil.
He seems like he's an archdevil.
And don't want to wake up with another assassin trying to kill us again.
And also, the better we get in with him, the more he will trust us, the more we will find out, the more we can use against him.
Mm-hmm.
And keep your friends closer and enemies closer.
Mm-hmm.
We're just playing the long haul.
Friends close and your enemies closer. Or you
Yep.
keep your enemies buried, 15 feet underground.
Hmm.
I mean,
We'll get there when we get there. To be perfectly honest, there could be a chance that Dean King isn't the one really in charge. Raziel is,
How do you come to that
since he
conclusion?
seems to be very special.
But wouldn't you rather be that much closer to the truth? You do whatever you want. As soon
For
as you
600 years, I'm patient.
So,
Just because you have a couple more 100 years than I do doesn't make you that special.
You haven't had your morning ale this morning, have you?
Elves only live a few hundred years more than us.
Dwarves. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do competition, I'm just stating that, I don't mind waiting the long haul. If it means, getting to be one of Dean's higher-ups. And say if something happens, then next in charge.
You do find out a couple of pieces of information, both through the one through the grapevine of people that are working for Dean King, and another through your people who have come from elsewhere, the out-of-towners. The first bit of information is that Dean King has made arrangements to talk to a bandit leader from the Ashwoods, that there's some sort of deal going down between them, and they're meeting out of town
Oh,
to do this.
the Black Dragons.
The Black Dragons, yes.
Have we been invited?
Interesting.
Nope, you have not. But Dean King is going to be out of town during that meeting. You also find out that the Merchants Guild of Cold City are making preparations to they've been involved in a long-term smear campaign against the Beast Folk. Generally speaking, Beast Folk can't get a business license to trade in Coal City,
They can come here instead.
and as a result, the lizard folk, the orcs, the tabaxi, anything that's not a noble species is struggling. And there's even rumors that the guild is making preparations to have the guards round up all the beast folk and exile them from the city entirely.
So,
What's the name?
if we pledge our support to the beast folk, we could actually kick the Merchants Guild out of Coal City and take over Coal City.
Yeah,
You want to
that would work.
lead a revolution?
That's kind of what I'm doing here.
So,
You said like this, we're doing this like without like days and months, correct?
yeah, I mean, it would take a long time to repair all those houses and to refurbish them into guild halls and allotments and to establish your network. So, of course, during that time, you'll all level up. So, given that we have 25 minutes left, should we use that time to level up our characters?
Sure. Out there, I was gonna ask like as a well, I guess like side project for Gwendolyn is to have her, I guess, try and research all that she can about the Underdark and
Right. Yeah.
and Drow in general.
Yeah.
And we can also probably grab some information from the people coming in as well.
Yes. You would find that you would know that there was a there's at least one drow in the Black Dragon Bandits, that there are families of drow living in Coal City who were having just as hard a time as the beast folk races, and some drow have even considered moving back underground because, as oppressive and hateful as Lolth's regime is, they're almost getting treated worse above ground.
So they would love to come join us then, because we would treat them as people.
Yeah.
Would she, I guess, like learn anything about like her, I guess, family's house, or no such luck?
You learn little bits and pieces, mostly confirming that they were once a powerful house, and that another family, jealous of their wealth and power, conspired against them, allied with other lesser houses, and raided the Dark Moon household, presumably killing everyone.
Not Gwendolyn.
Yeah, presumably.
Everyone but Gwyn, who somehow got spirited away and Moses basketed up to the surface.
Oh, you could go on like a personal quest to restore your house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like Gwen, I guess the one knows like how she might have been saved, but like she doesn't know like her father's side of the story, like what happened, and so he's kind of gone, so she will never know.
Yep, you don't know.
So yeah, that's good information.
Because he was drow too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he must have grabbed
And
you and ran away, probably hiding amongst the other like slave men. But yeah. Okay.
do. I can now walk through walls.
Nice. Kira, do you want to go Druid 11 or Cleric 8? So, I will tell you the difference. If you go to, I believe Cleric 8 is just going to be an ability score improvement. Yes, it is. But you also get a Turn Undead improvement, allowing you to destroy undead that are CR1 or less. And another Divine Domain feature, which, since you are light, you get potent spellcasting that would allow you to add your Wisdom modifier to the damage dealt with a Cleric cantrip.
Oh.
If you go level 11 in Druid, you don't actually get any specific feature.
So do cleric then.
Yeah.
So what I'll probably do is get cleric up to 10. And then start my druid up again.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what that is?
I do. I'm going to eat it.
Okay.
But not when I'm...
Yeah, no worries.
So altogether...
Nothing. Just thinking about the barbarian feature for 18.
Are you okay?
Me?
Devon T. Viola Windbreaker.
Jeff, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
Yeah, just making sure you just... Yeah. I just hope I haven't, like, steamrolled over you.
No, everything's fine.
Okay.
Just a little tired.
Fair.
I was ridiculously early this morning.
Okay.
So, he mentioned that he's thinking about what he gets at level 18, which is Indomitable Might. If your total for a strength check is less than your strength score, you can use your strength score in place of the total. So...
That's
His
pretty
strength
cool,
is 25,
Yeah,
so...
because of your belt of giant strength. So basically, whenever you do a strength check, you can't get less than 25, which is nuts. But anyway.
That's really cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because that technically applies to... Not that his athletics is ever going to be bad, because...
Yes.
Freaking permanent advantage on those.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to Curie. So, 5 plus 3, so 8 more hit points for your Alice.
Yay. I have more hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need them desperately.
147. And an ability score improvement. Now, given that you mentioned that you feel like you need more hit points desperately, would you like the tough feat?
I think that would be a good idea. Tough feat.
Your hit point maximum increases by an amount equal to twice your level. And
60.
every level after this, you're going to get additional 2 hit points every level. So,
Nice.
so you're now level 18. So 18 times 2
36.
is
36.
Yeah, I think so.
6, yes.
Yes. So 147 plus 36 is 1 183.
Nice.
So
That is much better.
feet. Tough.
I is tough.
So
Oh,
plus 2
It makes sense for her as well. 'Cause she's
HP each level. Yeah, because you're a freaking Goliath. Yeah. And we also get to improve your Destroy Undead to CR1. So any undead creatures of CR1 or less are destroyed whenever you use your Channel Divinity turn/destroy undead. And you've got the potent spellcasting. That allows
Oh, yeah,
you
the modifier. Sorry.
add Wismod to damage of cleric cantrips. Now, the downside of that is there aren't a lot of damaging cleric cantrips, but you have Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put +3 next to that.
Mhm.
As those two are druid.
Okay.
Alright.
Nice.
Done. Shoot. Nice. Where's your... Where are you? There you are. Let's give you the updated carry sheet. There we go. Push.
Thank you.
Huh.
What's so funny, Anthony?
I just had an idea.
what?
Okay. So, it's completely... Okay. As you may know, I have started doing in-person games at a local hobby game shop called Kraken Games. Kraken Gaming, technically. It's pretty fun. And I was there on Thursday and they asked me to also do one-shots on Tuesdays. Now, the downside of one-shots is that if it takes too long to create the character, then you don't have much time for actually playing. So, ideally, you need to create pre-made characters for the one-shot, which is a lot of work for me. But, what if I had you guys submit pre-made level 3 characters for the one-shot?
Oh, somebody else plays?
Like so the Games and Geekery online people make characters for the in-person
that could be fun.
games. Yeah, that could be fun, right? Yeah. Gwyn,
I could possibly, in my free time, help with that.
awesome.
What little I have.
Interesting.
How are you doing with your character sheet?
I'm good. I was going to ask you a quick question. The
Go on.
Ghost Walk actually kind of gives me a flight speed. I was going to ask if I use this, would
Stack.
I still be able to fly with, like the Peregrine Mask or just
It's one
the
or the other. So technically, even if you lose your Peregrine Mask, you still have your flight from your feature.
Yeah, just I was just asking
Yeah, it's yeah, they don't stack. But It means you've got a backup if you lose your peregrine mask.
Yeah, I mean, not. I didn't mean by stacking. I mean like, would it be 10 or 60?
Your peregrine mask gives you 60, yes?
Yes.
So as long as you're still wearing your peregrine mask, you'll still have the 60-foot fly.
Okay.
But if you lose the peregrine mask, you'll lose the feet. You won't have
Have a
that anymore.
backup.
Yeah, you've got a backup, which would be
Okay.
whatever it says it is for the feature instead.
Right.
Yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
So much fun.
What?
Maul with a head almost as big as the dwarf. But he just swings around and goes bash, bash, bash.
Indeed.
Poor Dragon didn't know what he was dealing with.
During these months, do the kids come back?
Sorry? Oh, right. Yes. The kids would come back every night, actually. And then sleep in their own beds during the day. And then the next day they would go off for another adventure.
That seems very dangerous, but
Viola's watching.
yeah, until she can she can come back now. I can send Windfolk off to go down into the mines to clear up Grey Dwarfs, because that seems like a smart plan to do at this point. Mm.
Da, 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 da. So. Boop-a-doop-boom. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. So. How we doing, Gwen?
Good.
Okay.
I was writing it on my physical sheet, but now I'm doing it
Aha.
on my PDF.
Gotcha. Which way did you go? Rogue 13 or Fighter 6?
Rogue,
Of course.
level 13. That's what gives me the ghost walk ability.
Yeah, I realised after saying, I thought, of course she's got Rogue. That's why she's got Ghost Walk, you muppet. But yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can go sneak in people's houses.
That's good. You can indeed. Or even sneak into other places and find information. You can spy on various other gangs and shops, and perhaps even Dean King himself.
Yeah. I just remember I could theoretically, if I'm quick enough, go underground and get, I guess, day by day, just like loot the, you know, the Earth Genie's.
The Dow's treasury. Yeah.
Yeah, since we can't go into it anymore without our wizard.
Yeah, because the wizard made off with the chest.
You could, you know, ask the dwarf to go dig it out.
There's that too. Yep.
I guess true, but we have to deal with the demons first.
But yeah, and also get through the Goblin City, and the demons seem to have subsided. Like either other people have dealt with them, or yeah, you don't know what's happened with that. Well, the demon outbreak has stopped.
You're acting like Windcloak isn't a walking tank.
Tank. He is indeed.
So I'm sorry, I'm just like concerned for all my party members' safety.
His effective hit points, unless they're throwing psychic damage, is 514.
That's a bit nuts.
And if he was the one that was going to stick around forever, I have a plan to make him. I have a true plan to make him ridiculous.
What was your plan to make him ridiculous?
Oh, simply put, I will double bear him.
Hoping to stack the resistances into immunity?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
And boost his strength between the +4 he gets at 20 and a couple of ASIs. Remove the belt and get either a ring or a tattoo for psychic resistance.
That would be so broken.
And either stop like 4 barbarian or take 3 levels of champion fighter so that he crits on 19s and 20s.
Mm-hmm. Improve his chances of critting. Although I think the way the brutal critical is worded. Oh no, it says for a critical hit. Something specifically say on a 20.
Nope.
That says for a critical hit. That's cool.
So possibly 17 more levels of barbarian and 3 levels of champion fighter, so that he would crit on a 19 and 20, and then he would then do
That would be sick.
10
godlike.
Yeah, ridiculous. It's just busted.
Indeed. Alright. Well,
That would be fun for most people because that's a walking high. You can't really hurt me, and I'm crack your head off.
It's not fun anymore. It's not challenging anymore. Nothing can hurt you.
But it would be fun for a random NPC to run into every once in a while. Just be like, oh crap, it's the case for
Mm-hmm.
the shit has hit the fan. Alright, anyway.
Yeah.
See y'all next time.
Yeah, let's put a pin in it here. I hope you guys listening at home have enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed playing. Oh great, we've got freaking spam. I'll deal with that in a sec. But yeah, I run games. I've got a couple of openings that I realised I thought they were all full, but I do actually have a couple of openings in the online games on the Games and Geekery Discord server. You can check the description for the link. and I hope to see you there. In the meantime, no